Hello everybody, happy Sunday. I'm just gonna pull you guys up on my other screen so I can see your comments. I'm hoping, and there we are, hooray. All right, and we have action. Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm Allison Cope. And today we're just having a Q&A. So I'm hoping to have a few guests come on and ask me some questions. I'd left an earlier kind of post on the Scrap and Stamp Facebook page, but nobody left me any questions that they wanted desperately answered, but that's okay. So anybody that's come in, ask away, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions. These are just some of the projects and things that are going on that we've either done lately. Not too long ago, we did the cute little bunnies by Tim Holtz and made them into cards. We did some watercoloring with inks using this little cutie here, which is part of our newest kit. And this stamp set here is also in the kit with the egg-shaped balloon and bunny and pals. This is part of the bunnies hop, which is still active. If you want to win a gift certificate to the store, make sure that you go along and comment on all of the Instagram and blogs that are on the hop. That starts over on the Scrap and Stamp blog. There is a post that has that, and you can check that out. That's still going. This one's a shaker card. And this is a card that contains all of the kit contents. So it has a stamp set die, sentiments within the stamp set, some cute little sequins and clay shaker items, some cool, really cool papers, and even some felt. It's really, really cool. And of course, not too long ago, we did little coffee gift card holder. So this little tab holds onto your gift card. We had some fun with some Catherine Pooler inks. So this is what I could find. I have lots of stuff buried right now, but lots of fun we've had lately. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Sandy. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. You'll have to excuse my hands. They're in really bad condition. We've been doing some home renos over at our new house, and I've got everything known to man stuck to my hands. So hopefully I don't show too much of it today, because they're in really bad shape. I broke a few nails, and you know how it goes. Home renovations are hard on the hands, so... yeah, do you guys have any questions today? Or questions about product or a specific technique? Please ask away, and I'll see what I can do to answer your questions. And I'll pull products in if I need to. So this is not going to be a very long one today, just because it's one of those things where if you don't have any questions to answer, there's no point, right? Yeah, so lots of fun products that have come into the store. Make sure you check out the shop. All kinds of brands and stuff have come into the store, including Lawn Fawn, if you like Lawn Fawn. Your mind is blank, Sandy. That's okay. No worries. All right, so I got a question for you guys. What has been the most recent post that we've done on a Sunday or a Tuesday that you guys learned from? And what did you learn? I'm curious. Hello, Beth. Cold and rainy in North Carolina. Oh no. Yes, we just got dumped on Medicine Hat here. We got probably, I don't know, about 7 to 8 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. Yeah, we got a big dumping of snow. So it really does look like winter again. Usually Medicine Hat, we get what's called a Chinook, or It's a warm wind that is produced against the Rocky Mountains here, and it produces like record highs for temperature in the middle of the winter. But we've only had one minor Chinook over the last winter. So usually we can see grass most of the winter here in Medicine Hat. Because of that, we're a little bit warmer here. We actually grow cacti here in Medicine Hat, which is, most people don't know that cactus grow in Canada in any place. So Sandy says, I like the masking of the rainbow. Yeah, something new. I hope you learned a few tricks and techniques, Sandy. Who doesn't love a rainbow? I mean, really, come on now. Yeah, and of course, I love my Catherine Pooler inks, so yeah. Anybody else have any comments on what their favorite video was lately? I'm always curious to hear. I wish I had more examples, but I like to send them to you guys, so yeah. Sometimes I have my samples that I've made previously, and then of course I send you guys the ones that we make live. So yeah, so I have these cuties. I've had these cuties sitting on my desk forever. Let me show you some other cuties. Now, I believe this stamp set is sold out in the shop, but this is a Hero Art set, and it's a multi-stamp. Let's see, I think I got it sitting here. Okay. Now, Hero Arts makes a variety of these. They are like a multi-stamps, or a 2-step or a 3-step. So you have an outline or you have a detail, and you can use these by themselves. And then you can add like his pink little nose and ears. So you layer them up, and that's how I got this. So I did like a black outline with a brown, and then the pink for the nose. So these are always fun. I'm pretty sure this one's sold out, but there's one's very similar to this in the shop. Again, it's a Hero Arts. And of course, they're really good at putting their information on how to use them. So those cuties. Sandy says, is there a way to rejuice a stamp pad without a reinker? Oh, that's a good question. So, there is a product. Let me see if I don't know if I've got it in one of my drawers here. One second. Oh, it's I can't even remember the name of it. It's a product by Tim Holtz, if I remember correctly. Sorry. And is a product that you could add, and I'm not sure to what kind of ink it was, that would just kind of moisten up the stamp pad and kind of rejuice it, as you would put it. I just can't remember the name of it, and it's been out for like a lot of years. I just can't think of the name of it, and I know I have one around here, but I just can't think of where it is. It's either a spray or a dropper bottle that you can just add to the surface of your pad. Now, I'm not sure what kind of ink it works with, because I mean, we have so many different inks. There's dye, there's hybrids, there's pigment, there's all kinds of things, and I'm sure it doesn't work with all of them. It might work with a dye, but not a pigment. So a pigment ink it's like a paint. So whenever you hear pigment, think paint. It has larger particles, just like the paint for your walls. It's very thick. Whereas a dye is usually transparent. You can see through it, the color. It's like tinted water, basically. You probably can only use that re-inker with that. And again, I'd have to look it up. Refresher? Yeah, something like that, Sandy. Ink refresher. And again, I think you can only use it with some kinds of ink just because if you put it with a pigmented ink, I don't think it's going to make any difference because you need those pigments to create that color. Whereas a dye, you might be able to add a little bit more juice to it to get it to reactivate and pull its color out of the pad. So it's something worth Googling and just see what you can see. I know for a fact it's a Tim Holtz product. So you can do like Tim Holtz ink refresher. Yeah, so that's a good question. I know it's out there. I don't know if they sell it anymore. Yeah, lots of fun. Beth, do you have any questions, my dear? Anybody else got any more general questions? Or if you want to see a product that I might have, I'm not guaranteed that I have it, but let me show you some of the cute lawn fawn stuff that's come in. Well, you guys know that we used this dye not too long ago. This is our Darling Daffodils, so it's complete dye set. That was fun. There's this one. This is called Fly High. It's got some cute little balloons and elephants, and look, there's an elephant and a little bear with a hat, and then you can have them without the hats. And look at the cute little mouse. And there's like a mortarboard and like a diploma wrap, all kinds of things, and of course the cute little faces. Lots of fun things. Let's see, what else do I have that's kind of interesting? Yeah, don't forget about, I'm not sure if there's any kits left, but there's the Love Letters kit that was for last month. This is super fun. I love the fact that Photoplay, when they do their dies, they give you a printed sheet with your dies so that you can color the printed sheet and have the dies for it. So you almost can give this to a friend. So yeah, it's really neat that they put that printed part in there. So that's fun. Trying to think what else Ray has put in the store lately. Yeah, just lots of cool stuff. For sure. Any more questions at all? I have lots of fun stuff coming. Today was just one of those days where my poor creative brain was not working, so I was not prepared for today at all. So I figured I would just do a question and answer. So, I'm trying to think what else has come into the store. You guys, of course, know that this has come into the store. This is the coffee shop. And then, of course, the Campana, sorry, dies. That's in the shop. Trying to think what else Rhea brought in that I have. I haven't been buying a lot of stuff lately because I just don't want to have to move it. I haven't packed a darn thing. It's not how we move. Since we're moving 10 minutes down the road, I'm not even bother putting things in boxes because it's kind of a waste of time. I'm just going to throw it in the Jeep and away I go. The flowers and leaves were very pretty. I enjoyed that show. Oh, the daffodils? Yeah, they're kind of fun. I like a dye that kind of brings focus to the dye, and you don't have to have a lot on your card. It's kind of like, just like this, right? The dye is the focal point of your card. So you can keep the rest of your creation fairly simple. It doesn't have to be like 27 layers, because it doesn't need to be, because there's your cutie patootie that steals the show. Yeah. And just like this, I mean, sometimes it's simple, right? But sometimes it's the process that makes you happy. So inking up and masking and, you know, doing simple stamps and simple coloring. Because, I mean, this is like 2 inks to do this. And you know what? It makes for a fun little gift card. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. And of course, Lawn Fawn, their stuff is so cute. I don't buy enough of it. And Tim Holtz always comes out with like the most amazing designs for his dies. I mean, I wish I had more money because there's some cutie patootie stuff. I'd love to go more grunge. I really do like all the layering and the grunge and the things like that. And I've bought some stuff that's on its way to do that with you guys one Sunday too. We're going to talk about layering, texture, and adding things like that. And doing not so simple stuff, but something that requires a little bit more thought and layers and things like that. Beth says you could let the bunny pop out of your cup. Exactly. Yeah, you can get creative, right? You don't necessarily have to have this. You can make another piece that slips in. That would be really cute, wouldn't it? Hello, happy Easter. Yeah, they would be really cute for that. And who can resist the bunny bum? This guy would fit even better in there. Just pop them in on a tag. And you could even decorate this with like little eggs or something like that to match the style. And how cute would that be? So cute. So cute. And he, of course, this guy will come out the bottom. But you could always put a little piece of adhesive along the bottom so he wouldn't do that. Yep. So yeah, your bunny would disappear. And you know what? I think these bunnies would fit too. Oh, how adorable. Look, and they fit all the way in. That's brilliant. Good idea. There, Beth. Yeah, he's having his coffee with his buddy. Yeah, super cute. And the fun thing is that you could actually take this die, you can cut off the handle, and it really could look like more like a basket. You know, you have to think outside the box. You know, take the handle off, and it really does become just a holder. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a coffee cup. It could be a pot. You can make this into what may look like a pot and put flowers out of it. That would look really neat. You know, some kind of springtime card. You could pop that on the front of a card with a bunch of flowers. Like even with the, where did I put it? The daffodil one has some smaller aspects to it. I don't know where I put it. There it is. So you could just make, there's like almost a daisy part and like a little side view of blooms. You could fill up your cup with a bunny and some blooms. You know, think outside the box. Now, sometimes when I get overwhelmed and I don't know what to do, the best thing for me that I have found is go to Pinterest. Type in, for instance, say you got a, you want to make Easter cards, but you can't think of where to start. So type in Easter card at the top in Pinterest. It's a great way to get ideas. It's not that you're going to copy things, but which you can. You can definitely lift ideas, but it might get that little spark in your head going, oh, I have a stamp that's very similar to that. How can I use that? It's a great way, and you can Google things too. It doesn't necessarily have to be Pinterest. It's whatever forum that you like. Split Coast Stampers sometimes. If you go into a themed area, you want ideas for doing birthday cards. They have a whole gallery of just birthday cards. For instance, say you get a specific stamp set. Go and Google the stamp set name. So like, for instance, this would be Catherine Pooler Coffee Shop, and see what images come up to create cards or layouts or whatever. Great inspiration from Google. Google can be your best friend. The one thing that I do, let's see what. Okay, so this is a digital image. Okay, this is not offered in the store, but so for this card, I had this little fairy that I wanted to use, and I couldn't think of a skyscape and what to put behind her. So I went and I Googled fairy landscape, and it comes up with all of these cool things to do. And I also did the same thing for mushrooms. Hi, Teresa. And I Googled like mushrooms and just saw what kind of came up. So I found these kind of glowy mushrooms in one of the images, and I thought, oh, there's my scene. We got kind of the moon in the background, kind of a tealy colored backdrop with some accents of purple. So Googling things is a great way to inspire you, even for a color palette. A lot of times I go into Pinterest, and I know I want to use, let's see, I want to use bright pink. So I Google, or sorry, on Pinterest I put pink color scheme, and it'll throw you a whole bunch of different palettes of what to use with like a hot pink. Or you could ask it pastel watercolor. It might give you an idea of what to do there. You could Google rainbow, because rainbow doesn't always mean bright colors. It could be a more subtle watercolor colors. Like these are softer, more muted colors. They're not so bright like this. So if you're looking for pastel rainbow, put in the words pastel rainbow. And it will help you generate that next step. And sometimes that's all you need, is just that image in your head to say, okay, now I know what I'm going to pair with my hot pink. So lots of fun. Just trying to think if I have other examples that I've done with you guys. I got a few in my repertoire here. So one video that we did recently was the poppy dies, and I'm trying to think of the company that the poppy dies came from. So we did use some splattering, we did some just blobby ink. This is kind of a cool textured gray paper by Tim Holtz. We did gnomes around Christmas time. That was fun, using pattern paper to cut out our shapes. And of course, who doesn't love a cute little plaid gnome? See, I have another one here, another plaid gnome, and these guys actually have a wreath. Trying to think what else we've done. Oh, we've done creating your own background with pattern paper pieces. So this was just made out of a whole bunch of pattern papers from the same paper pack, and then glued down in a random order to get your own pattern paper. This is another one using that same technique with just some soft blues. I'm just going through my stash off to the side here. Seeing if I can find any more cards that we did. Let's see, we did these. We used this cute little, it was a stamp and paper pack set, I think, or stamp set and die set with the sweaters. And of course, here we stamped and die cut, and here we just die cut and made our own sweaters using pattern paper. So that was fun. We did some cards that have cutouts on them, so you don't have a full piece on the front, but you kind of trim them so that they have a unique opening, but still keep your featured item. So those were cute, and of course she doesn't love polar bears. Oh, I believe we did these. This was a cool stencil, and we used it in traditional Christmas colors and then non-traditional colors. Just had fun using it. It was very, very cool to use, and of course you can customize it to whatever you need. If you need to do a boy's background, then you could customize it with their favorite color, that kind of thing. Just trying to think here. What else do I got? I think everything else down here is not... Yeah, so we've done a few things over the last couple of months. Having fun with pattern papers, doing some simple coloring, making our own patterns, isolating shapes and things like that, fun die cut shapes, building our own flowers, three-dimensional, gift cards, coloring with ink, you name it, we've done it. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me today. Rhea will be back with you on Tuesday, as I'm going to take Tuesday off. She's going to fill in for me. I'm not sure what she's going to do, but she always comes up with some fantastic things. And then hopefully I will see you guys again next Sunday. If all goes well this week, we'll see. So, for now, thanks for joining me. And don't forget to check out the Scrap and Stamp blog, because we still have our bunnies and baskets. Hop is still on. Just follow all the links and you can win a gift certificate for the shop. I believe it's a $50 gift certificate. So make sure you check that out. It's still on until March 24th. It's also Scrap and Stamp's 15th birthday. So Rhea is celebrating by offering 15% off of all of the birthday items in the store until the end of the weekend. So till 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, I think. So awesome. Anyway, have a good weekend. Thanks for joining me, guys. And yes, I'll try and stay warm. Thanks, Beth. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.